Lydia, leaving the program took courage.
He stared at him in the eye and called him naked.
I'm frightened. I want to do good, but...
What? There's something else.
The Yanks expected glory.
Sometimes I want to be like Ford.
Aha.
No, not aha.
No, Lydia, I think you're on something.
We all sometimes want to be like Ford. That's the point. His life, the lives of those like him, the temptations like cocaine or being a gangster.
A gangster?
You want to be a gangster?
Nobody want to be a gangster. A part of me does. A small part of me finds it tempting.
Gangster like a gangbanger or gangster like the mafia?
Like the mafia. My point is, when you examine the fantasy closely, you see it's not something you actually want. Like being a lawyer, like Ford.
I thought you want to be a beastie boy.
I do. That's not a temptation, though. It's simply unrealistic. But given the chance, I'll drop everything to be a beastie boy. No moral harm whatsoever.
Me too. I would drop everything to be a beastie boy.
Well, maybe there's my answer.
I feel like you're mocking me now, which is fine. But I hope you steer clear of my hopes and dreams and can find your reach for what I do.
Which would be what?
Hope and dream.
There we go. That's more like it. Can't actually do anything worth talking about.
But Kevin, you don't. When we ask what you've been up to, you never talk about your job. It's not important to you, so why should it be important to us?
You're still doing temp work, right?
Yes.
Kevin, we take our cues from you.
Do you like it?
No, but it's very, very easy.
Well, okay then.
I'm going to show you something.
New tattoo?
It will surprise you, and you might be a little upset.
I don't want to see it.
It's okay. It's nothing gross. It's, well, a handgun.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin, it's Kelly. We love you.
Okay. This is what I was trying to avoid. Here, it's unloaded. Touch it.
I'm leaving.
Kevin, what's the matter? What's going on?
Kevin, I respect your temp work.
I'm going to stand up.
Oh, God.
And step away from the gun. The gun will be by itself, unloaded, therefore will not harm us. It's all breathe. Ford, Lydia, I have a business proposition.
You are a gangster.
A heist. You're planning a heist and you're letting us in on it.
No heist. What I'm proposing is completely legal. In fact, if anything seems otherwise, Ford, I'd like you to tell me.
You are true.
Already planning your defense. Attorney-client privilege.
How much do you think this costs?
Is it hot?
$200.
No, I purchased it legally, retail. There's a waiting period, and I have a permit.
300?
Ford?
Let me see it.
Ford.
It's okay. What do you think?
European automatic. I'm assuming it's not counterfeit. $1,200.
I paid $800 for this weapon.
But what are you going to do with it?
Ford, put it down.
Lydia, hold it.
No.
Come on, Lydia, give it a try.
Come on.
Why? What for?
Because you can. Because it's your right. Like voting or really practicing your religion.
I think the Second Amendment was respect as written, and even more so as interpreted as I straight gun laws.
So do I, Lydia.
Don't we all?
Are you proposing one from a well-regulated militia?
Take the gun, Lydia. It's not loaded.
How does it feel?
Well, it has habits like a machine.
How much do you think this weapon costs wholesale?
I don't know about things like that. 700?
$300, $400?
This weapon wholesales for about $500.
You're going to sell them from the trunk of your car to gangsters. There's a shipment waiting at the border, am I right?
Kevin, that's bad.
Nasty.
What will happen if I pull the trigger?
Don't.
Well, remember, we're now operating under the new assumption that this gun is loaded. Even if it weren't, it's not a good idea to pull the trigger. It's bad for the gun.
Like an empty coffee pot on a hot burner.
That's an excellent analogy.
Yes, not the end of the world, but neither is it a good idea. Ford, there'll be no selling of guns to gangsters. And this whole trunk of my car, it seems a little sordid. But I am proposing that we get into the gun business.
Like, open a store?
Are you guys familiar with the term multi-level distribution?
Oh, Kevin.
Your reaction is completely understandable.
What's multi-level distribution?
Try a pyramid scheme.
Technically, pyramid schemes are illegal. Now, I don't know. I just think we can sell them for our friends and at the same time encourage them to do the same. We make money from what we sell, and at the same time we get a cut from what they sell, and so on and so on. Exponentially, like a pyramid.
Because of multiplication.
Yes.
We don't exactly hang with the gun crowd, Kevin.
That's the point. The people we know wouldn't dream of walking into a gun store. But most of them, if given a chance, privately would be thrilled to handle a firearm.
Guns are inherently dangerous.
The world's inherently dangerous.
Statistically, a gun is more actual defense used by its owner than actual defense of the owner.
Statistically, a person is more likely to believe in alien abduction than on a vote. I trust myself and my judgment when I'm counting on my friends to do likewise.
Would you sell to Jake?
Jake Ingram? Sure.
What about his mom?
What about her?
She's heavily medicated and she breaks things in anger.
Right. I would consider Jake caution about his domestic situation. As though would anyone, particularly households and children. I would encourage him to purchase a trigger lock and lockbox, but ultimately the decision would be his.
It can be complicated legally.
Dealer permits are cheap and easy to get. There's a conceal and carry bill for the legislature that, if passed,
Could blow this thing wide open. I'm a little concerned about the lack of potential for repeat business.
don't be. Once you buy one, you'll find yourself wanting more. This is my third. Talk to me, will you?
I feel ashamed.
Shame's unhealthy. That's your mama talking.
My mother is righteous, enlightened, and liberated. This will break her heart.
Lee, I respect your mother and the work she's done. ERA, pro-choice, child care, all of those have been about steps in self-determination for women. That 9mm pistol you're holding is just another step. That's just another set of options that traditionally women have been denied, but which are legally and morally theirs by right. Your mother wasn't afraid to shock her mother, and she didn't raise you to be afraid to shock her.
Well, I could sell her one.
Give it to her as a gift, with lessons.
Sometimes nasty is good.
So, is this a scam or legitimate business?
We're at the top of the pyramid. I don't think it matters either or. We're selling a quality product, aggressively.
What are we selling? Guns?
Security.
Or the pyramid?
Opportunity.
Power.
Power.
Without that, you can't say have it all now, can you?
Lydia,
Yes, Ford?
are you still afraid?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm going to get me a big Suburban, dark green and bulletproof.